a power that transforms.
Is it possible to change the character in this story? We will answer this question. In Lurigancho prison, there is a man who surprises everyone. He is calm about the situation. They insult him and do not respond with anger. They mock him and smile. They curse him, but he speaks to them patiently. But how do I get there? Let's take a little context. A few years ago, that man was known in his town for being a rude character. Rude in his words, impatient, and many were in terror of him, dedicated to business with care, always willing, yes, to collaborate with the voting people of the traditions. But of course, with the problem of being intolerant, reckless in his words, he hurt anyone and he didn't care. His family believed he would always have that rough wax way. Every year he made an effort to fulfill the festivals of some patron saint of the town. His health got drunk, deteriorated. However, that way of living didn't change anything. He felt at the height of success, acquired money, properties, and his lumber business gave him exuberant profits. But be careful. Here this business was not entirely legal, nor was everything transparent. I explain. The exploitation of wood has demanding conditions for those who are dedicated to this area. When you cut down one tree, you must at least plant another. You must have legal permits from environmental ministries and pay special taxes, which makes the sale of wood have a high price. To evade these taxes, businessmen do certain illegal things. For example, they pay duties for a certain amount and types of wood that they are going to cut, but secretly they traffic other amounts greater than what they have taxed this man for these things, and the intelligence service followed him. They found out who the partners were, where they sold, where they got the wood from, and finally when they discovered that they were not in accordance with the law, they arrested and tried them. Life completely changed, his assets confiscated, his other businesses closed, and he went straight to prison. And this is where the breaking point came in. He was betrayed by his associates and his freedom was threatened, never to be received in prison again. He was visited by preacher evangelists. He resisted for a while because he was prejudiced against all who did not share his traditions. He reached a point, however, where he could no longer resist and gave up. He began to study the Bible. New teachings in which he believed new forms of worship and discovered new treasures of the Word of God. Finally, a taste for the Word of God gave him the calm he had lost. He no longer cared for his freedom, for he had found a better one. He understood the weight of his guilt before God and how God had forgiven him. His desire for life changed, and he just wanted to share that good news with as many as he could. But he did not know that sharing this good news would bring him another kind of affliction, insults, mockery, contempt. But firm as a rock, he was talking about the love of Jesus. A few years later, they gave him his freedom, and watching him was a spectacle. His words were of patience, of love, and kindness. Trials are God's factory that produces virtues in us. What do you think? Do you think a rough character can be changed?
The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. There's no law against these things. Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 and 23.